Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, and thank you for joining me on this short video. My name is Yara Elia. I'm a healer, a spiritual guide, and an empath. And right now, what I want to talk to you about is just a sharing moment from my own inner world. And the place that I am at right now is the place of deep listening and allowing of whatever it is that is happening inside me. And if you've been watching some of my other videos, then you know that I also have a chronic pain illness. I deal with endometriosis, and it's part of my day-to-day experience. Chronic pain in different areas in my body, and in some days it gets stronger and it gets to the position where I really have to rest and I have to listen to my body and allow myself to stop whatever it is I'm doing and focus on letting myself heal and rest and letting my body do its thing. And where this meets me and the place that I feel that I wanted to share about is this place of expectations from ourselves. Of, I set my goals up for today. I had a schedule. I knew what I was going to do, and I knew it was important to do it. And yet I got up in the morning today feeling bad, just feeling like my body needs rest, just feeling exhausted, feeling like I don't have enough energy to do these things that I set an intention to do earlier this week. And of course, like we all do like we all feel when we have a big change in plans, there is this discomfort in the body and especially in the mind, a discomfort that comes from, oh my God, I have to change my plans right now. I'm not going to measure up to my expectations. I'm not going to actually achieve things today and get progress in the things that are important to me today. This type of like little anxiety, and the underline of this anxiety is, what does that mean about me? What does that say about me? Because this is where it really catches us. When we have this sudden change in plans, when we have no other option but to adjust ourselves to the situation, this is where it meets us, and this is where we find the suffering begin. It is the place that we take meaning from this change onto ourselves. And I'll explain what that means right now. What that means is that if I cannot do the things that I set up for myself to do, then this means that I am not good enough. This means that I'm incapable of doing these things that I set for myself. This means that I'm not going to reach my goals, and this means about me that I'm not good enough, that I'm not strong enough, that I'm not powerful enough, that I don't have enough tools to handle with my own pain and my own difficulties. And this is this equation that I want us to pinpoint. I want to have a light shed on this equation, that if I need to adjust my plans, or if I need to act in a way that is different to what I set my mind to, we draw out meaning from that onto ourselves. We take meaning from the situation that we are in, and this is right not just to when you have pain, but generally when we need to change something in our plans, or when we don't measure up to our own expectations. What we do is we draw meaning from that to ourselves. And then we say, oh, well, I didn't do my tasks for today, then I'm not smart enough. Oh, well, I had to cancel my appointment, then I'm not strong enough. Oh, well, I'm lying in bed all day, then I guess I'm just this weak and lazy person that it's not good enough to do this and this and this, and does not deserve to do this and this and that. And we take the outer situation and we draw meaning onto ourselves. This is one of the, not only the most common things for us to do as humans, but also one of the most painful things for us to do as humans. And our mind, of course, our mind is a meaning creating machine, so that's what it does. It wants to create meaning. But Why is it that all of the meanings that we draw, or the majority of the meanings that we draw, are negative? Why don't we draw the meaning that, oh wow, I'm a really good listener to my own body, and I see my needs today and I adjust my schedule accordingly? Or, oh wow, I've come such a long way that I can recognize my pain before I get to the extreme, and I can give myself what I need before I get to the extreme. That's a different meaning that we can draw from the same situation. Or, oh wow, look at that. I have some more adjustments to do on my time scheduling so that I can allow myself to be a little bit more fluid with my tasks and my time. So that's another meaning. It doesn't have to be negative or positive. It could be just of learning. But the underline here is that the situation that occurs on the physical level is only the situation that occurs on this physical level. It's only that. I had to cancel an appointment, period. I have to lie down in bed, period. And then we add on, I had to cancel an appointment, that means I'm not good enough. I have to lie down in bed, that means I'm too weak. And that means that is where the pain turns into suffering. That is where we go from just an external behavior or an external circumstances to drawing a meaning onto ourselves inside. And that's where our emotions are built. That's where our emotions are created from that meaning. And just take a moment to sense that, because let's look at the situation that I just described. If I had to cancel an appointment this morning because I'm not feeling well, I can take it into many different sides. I can say, I'm not good enough, and that's why I had to cancel an appointment. And then I can check what that makes me feel. And obviously it makes me feel really shrunk and unpleasant and angry and disappointment. Or I can look at the same situation and I can say, wow, I listened to my needs and I canceled an appointment in order to be true to what I need right now, and also to be true to the other person that I was going to meet with, because I'm not going to be able to give him my 100%. I'm not going to be able to truly be there in the session and give him my full attention and give him all that I can give him to help him if I am not in my best. So I can look at that and say, wow, I made the right decision both for myself and for the other person, and be proud of myself for that, and be truly, truly amazed that I've come this way, that I feel good about making this kind of decision. And so this is where the rubber meets the road, because this is where we start to create our inner mental talk. This is where we create our own experience of being. I will either go through today mad at myself, feeling that I've failed, or I will go through today feeling good about myself, feeling that I listened, feeling that I'm growing, that I'm learning. And this decision, whether to draw meaning to one side or draw meaning to another side, this is where this border crosses. This is where the line crosses, and this is where I will make a decision, conscious or unconscious, to feel one way or the other. So I'm now making the conscious decision to feel the positive way about myself, to feel that I have grown, to feel that I'm doing this both for me and for the other person, to feel that I have taken the right decision for myself, to feel proud and happy. And that's what I want to invite you to look at. The places in your life today, right now, in this very moment, that you draw meaning from external circumstances or external behavior onto yourself. The places that you draw meaning and tell yourself, I'm good enough or I'm not good enough because. And then when you find that moment and you can spot that particular moment that you drew the meaning and what kind of meaning you drew on yourself, just be aware of it. Just stay minded and stay attuned and start feeling the emotions that arise within you because of that decision. Start feeling the energetic flow that happens in your body after you tell yourself these words. That's the first step. Just be attuned and listen. And if you find it possible, if you find it interesting, try introducing the other side thought to your mind. Try introducing the opposite meaning to your mind. And then just give it a moment and again feel it. Feel into it, feel to your energetic flow, feel into your vibration, feel into your emotions, to your body, and see what changes. I call this mind exploration exercise because this is where we can see how our mind affects our body, affects our emotions, affects our experience through a simple, aware choice. A simple, aware choice of telling yourself a different meaning. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that you learned from this. I'd love to hear from you in the comments down below. What are the meanings that you find yourself drawing from external behavior onto yourself again and again and again that hurt you? And just name it in 1 or 2 words so that you can be more attuned to it next time. So the next time it happens, you can be like, that's right. I do that all the time. So write down in the comments down below, what is the most common meaning you draw onto yourself on a day-to-day basis? Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.